All right, guys, welcome back to a quick video, man. I want to touch on this one more time, this Moto Razr Fold. The problem with this phone is that it's just not here yet. Tons of people are waiting on it, and I think a lot of companies can make a huge mistake by announcing something way too quick just to try to keep the consumer's attention, and then not releasing it for months later. So this device is slated to hit the US possibly by May or June. It's going to be roughly $2,000. So you have to ask yourself, am I really going to wait on this phone? Or are there a ton of other foldables out there that I can get right now that'll probably be better in many ways? Now, we don't know much about this device because there's only been promos on it and people getting hands-on with it. But what I can tell you is that I've lost interest in this phone. I really have. Some things about it that I already don't like by looking at it is the rear design for the cameras. Really not too much of a fan of that after really giving it some thought. This phone could be a hit. It might be a hit, but I don't think I would recommend Motorola over OnePlus, and definitely not over Samsung, and for sure not over Apple, at least for this type of device if Apple were to bring out something like this. But right now, I think it's in the United States, I have to stress in the United States, Samsung kind of has that market on lock with the Fold 7 and most of their foldables, but there are better phones out there, or phones that compete, I should say, like the Pixel and OnePlus. And OnePlus is exiting the market apparently, so we're left with the Pixel and Samsung. And Motorola trying to take a stab at this, it's just not a good look. They're taking too long to release this, and we all know about DxO Mark. Yeah, you pay to get in there, so they'll say anything for the right amount. But you know, this phone is probably a nice phone, but I have completely lost interest in it because it's just taking too long. And I don't think there's going to be enough about this phone to sway me to go out and pick it up, especially if it's going to cost $2,000. Motorola's clamshell razors are definitely worth the money. Highly would recommend any of those over a lot of phones out there that are clamshell. Samsung's phones are good. Most of the clamshell phones like that they're all of them are really pretty good, basically, unless it has a small battery. But you know, the Motorola Razrs are really good phones. This phone right here, I think it's going to struggle. I think it's going to struggle just because of the price. And then Motorola, you know, they're not making this huge impact in the market. Most of their phones are discounted within the first 3 to 6 months. And they're permanently discounted. Most of them are. Again, this might be a great phone. It might be a great phone. I just don't see the impact, happening to where, people are going to stop using other foldables for this. In the US, I should say. Outside the US, yeah, possibly. But for the US market, I don't think so. You've got these 50 megapixel setups here, the 20 megapixel camera on the front one. I just hope that this phone, and we all know this phone will get discounted ASAP. It'll get discounted. If you go to Motorola's website, they're giving you 5% off of anything pretty much just for being on the website. You just put in your email address and, you're going to get a huge discount. That's just how it is. So I think Motorola should definitely bring this phone out, but to be competitive, $2,000, I don't see that happening for a lot of people unless they get it on finance through their carrier. If it hits carriers, which I don't know that it'll hit carriers, it might. But I just don't see this making a big impact in the foldable world, and taking any sales away from Samsung or Google. Not even Google. I mean, the Pixel Fold, I love my Pixel Fold, and I really love the Fold 7. I wouldn't give up those two phones or switch from those just based on how this phone looks. Again, that rear camera module, not so much. But it's going to be a really nice phone. But I won't be kicking out $2,000 for it, that's for sure. And that's just not going to happen. So I'm not saying it's a bad phone. Again, I just think the impact of it is not going to be nowhere near. Foldables are already struggling right now anyway. So for them to think that they can bring out this phone for $2,000 and steal sales from Samsung and other companies and Pixel that are, already making a pretty strong impact and kind of controlling that market, I just don't know what's going to happen with this. So what do you think about this phone? Are you ready to go get it? Are you totally into it? Or, are you that excited about it? You think it's worth $2,000? Let me know in the comments, man. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.